welcome to Coding Results. My name is Akash Sharma and I am Android and Flutter developer. With 6 plus years of experience, I am skilled in Java, Kotlin, Jetpack Compose, Android SDK and Flutter. So you can learn more about me on this my portfolio. Links will be in the description. We will be starting a new course on Flutter development. So in this course we will learn basics of, first of all we will learn about basics of Dart, then we will move on to Flutter development. So in the whole course we will cover Dart basics like variables, functions, OOPS concepts, async await, state management, navigations, routing, everything. And then we will also be learning about the widgets, layouts, navigation. We will see the null safety, generic strings. All these things will be covered in this course. So today we will see why we are going to learn Dart. First of all, Dart is used for the Flutter development. So Dart is official language of Flutter. So if we want to build hybrid apps, we choose there are some available options like Flutter, React Native, Xamarin. So we are going to learn about the Flutter development. So Dart is the language that we will use. So with Flutter we can build apps for the mobile devices like Android, iOS, and we can also build for the website, desktop, iOS, Mac OS, Linux also. And Dart has really powerful features. It has built-in null safety, async await for the asynchronous operations, sound typing, like we need to define type variable type, like whether it is string, integer or float, double kind of things. And it has two type of compilers. One is ahead of time, another with another which is just in time compilation. With these two compilers, Dart is very fast. It becomes very fast because of these two compilers. And next we will see about some differences and the similarities with the other languages. Like for example, if we see the Dart versus Java, so both follow the similar C style, C language type of syntax. Like if we see on this page, introduction to the Dart, the same thing we will see in the Java also. It has a main function which is the entry point for the Dart program. This is the print statement. We have system.print system.out.println. So same syntax we are using in the Dart also. We same type of variable declaration. Here we have a type interface, so we are not defining the type of the variable. It will be inferred automatically, but in the Java we define the type of variable like integer, string, kind of like in this it is the same syntax that we use in the Java for the function declaration. So similarly, both are strongly typed, both need the type of object. It should be defined on the compile time. So both are object oriented. We can create classes, object instances of the classes. Dart has optional type annotation that I just showed you, that we don't need to define the type of variable we are going to define. Like we can, instead of this, we can like in this we have two types. We can define variable name is equal to Akash, and same thing we can write with the type exclusive explicit type, like my name is equal to Akash, like this. So both are this is the type interface where we don't define the type of variable we are going to declare. Just assign the value, it will be automatically defined. And here we are defining it explicitly that this variable will be the string type. So in Java also we have this syntax, we don't have this syntax. So both need the type of variable should be defined on the compilation time, and both are object oriented. And Dart has optional type annotation that I just showed, this one. We are not defining the type, we just defining that it is a variable. Both has null safety, the Dart has null safety, but Java does not have the null safety. In Dart, if we write like this, so we can define it, my name is equal to null, so its value can be null. But if this is the name, if we define here null, it will show the error that the value cannot be null because we haven't declared it as a nullable variable. So null Dart has built-in null safety and Java doesn't have. Dart compiles to native and JavaScript. Java doesn't compile to JS natively because it depends on the JVM. Java runs on the JVM machine. JVM compiler is needed for that, but Dart doesn't need that kind of compiler. So it compiles to native bytecode kind of thing. And Dart has type interface where name is equal to John, just shown you. No public, private, protected. Like in Java, we define the scope of variable with the public, private, and protected. In Dart, everything is public by default. We can use underscore prefix for the private variables. Like in this, if you want to make it private, just start with the underscore, it will become a private variable. Similarly, here we can also write this, it will become a private variable. Private means it will be private to the library, not the package or file. Difference between library and a file is, let's say we create some file name main.dart, and inside this file just writing, because in the Dart pad we cannot create a multiple files, or maybe I am not aware of. So let's say we have defined a main method inside this, and here we are writing some let's create a class, dedicated class for that. Will be more main class. Okay, then we will create a class called main class. Then we can define a variable like name, assign a string value to main class. So like this I have created a class with the main class, and if we want to use this inside, like where main class, creating an object of main class, main class, then in main class dot name. Okay, so this will be accessible. So this will be accessible because both things available in the same file, main class, and we suppose that main method is also inside this file only. And let's say we have another class, second file dot dart, and we created a class second file, and here we have some method void print description, and here if we want to create the same thing, it won't be accessible because both are the different file. But if on the top of this file we create a part of declaration that this class is also part of this file, so this becomes a library. So this file and this file, both these files become the library. So what is the library? Any file in the Dart and all the included file as a part of declaration, this one will become a library. So whatever properties started with the underscore will be visible inside the library only. So that is how it works in the Dart. Dart versus Kotlin, both are null safe. Kotlin also has built-in null safety. Both uses modern syntaxes, like we can pass a function as a another function as a parameter inside a function. Both are like Dart is focused on cross-platform UI with the Flutter. Kotlin also has like KMP, Kotlin multi-platform, but it is still in development. And Dart has, like Flutter has a wider community support, and Kotlin with KMP is just getting started. So we will see upcoming years more adaptation to the compose declarative style in the Android development, with also like with the cross-platform apps also. So Kotlin is tightly integrated with the Android and JVM is ecosystem. So to run Kotlin we need JVM. To run Dart we don't need JVM. It compiles to the native bytecode. So Kotlin is JVM based, Dart is platform independent and cross compiles. So in this sense it is platform independent. Kotlin and Java also platform independent, because they can run on JVM based machine. In any machine install the JVM and they will be compiled. And next one is Dart versus JavaScript. So Dart can compile to JS for web pages. In the JavaScript everything is written inside the functions, but in Dart we have classes. In JavaScript we don't have classes actually. So JS is also dynamically typed. What it means that in JS whenever we create variables we can assign any type to any variable. Like we created a variable like let abc is equal to 1, then in next line we can assign abc is equal to some string, my name kind of thing. And Dart is optionally statically typed. It means that same, we define the data type, but we can it is optional. We can use var to make it like infer the type whatever value is being assigned, but once a value is assigned its type will be fixed. So Dart support async await natively. JS has promises system where we return some promises, they resolve at the runtime. In Dart we also have async await, but we need to define the type of the variable will be returned from the function. But in JS we don't actually define the type of variable will be returned, like data type of the variable. So this is the basic comparison between the available languages, because the comparison is like we develop the Android app, so I compare the Kotlin and Java. We also can develop with the Flutter web pages, websites also, so compared with the JavaScript. So most of the beginners who will be coming to the Flutter development will be fresher or will have some experience either on the website, web apps, or on the Android. There may be some people who have some experience in Swift who want to learn Flutter, but I don't have experience in the Swift, so I am not very comfortable with the Swift. I don't have much knowledge, so I am not comparing here. So that's in the next classes we will start with the Dart basic concepts like oops concepts. Then we will have some variables, functions, controls, control flow statement, comment, how we can add comments. Then we will see classes, object, constructors, getter, setters, enums, how can we create basic enums, advanced enums, inheritance, what is mixin, interface, abstract classes. So in this course first like 10 to 12 videos will be on the Dart, so we get the better understanding of Dart. Then we will start with the Flutter, basic widget, state management, from the beginning to the advanced level. So my focus here is to first get familiar with the Dart, then we will start with the Flutter, so that we know exactly what we are going to write. So this is the basic overview of this course. We will start posting videos continuously, maybe 2-3 videos per week, but we'll see. So stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.